everyone, this is Raj from TechFerment, and today I'm going to talk about async await in JavaScript. So before moving to the video of async await, I would like to request you, if you have a knowledge of promises, so you can go for the async await, or if you do not have any idea about promises, you can check out the video I have mentioned in the description section. Now I created a function's name is show result that will take as a parameter as a task, and that will return as a promise. So this is a promise, and where we have a task is equal to t1, so we can resolve the task, otherwise we can reject the task. And there is another function which will work as a JavaScript promises. So if we are getting a response, and then we will work as a promise, and it will always resolve the promise. So now how we can call the promises? So first we have a promise. This is a function name. So this is a promise. Here we can pass the task. So let's say my task one is t1, and if this task is successfully resolved, so we can handle with the help of then block, and then this will give you the result. So if we have a result, now what I need to do, I need to call this another promise within this particular part. So how we can call the promise? So this is my promise name. Here we can pass the value. So here we have a response. So here we have a response. Here we are passing, and then here we need to write return. And then this is a promise. So this is again a promise, and so it will resolve. So we can handle with the help of then block, and then here we have a final data. So we can print the data with the help of console.log and then data. And here if this particular promise is not able to call successfully, means it will reject. So we can handle with the help of then and catch block. So we have a catch block. Here we have an error, and we can print out the error with the help of the console.log e. So I'll call the task. So we have your task t1 is done. Okay, now you can create the call the promises in this way, or you can go for the async await as a concept. So I'll show you how we can implement the async await in the functions. Now I'll create a function's name is called task, and I will make this function as a async. So here I just need to use a word async. Okay, now we can call the promises. So I'll just call the form promises. My promise name is show data, and here we can pass the parameters. So let's say t1. So we need to wait for the promises until this promises is reject or resolved. So here we need to write await keyword. So here we have await, and here we can get the response. So here we need to store the variable. So we have a response. Okay, now we can call the another promises. So here we can get the result final, and here we need to call the await, and then we need to call the another promise. So my promise's name is this process task, and here we can pass the response. So look at this logic, and now look at this logic, and this logic is very simple as code, and put it a normal promises way, or you can implement the logic with the help of async await as a concept. So here you can print the logic console.log. Here we can print the response. So I'll call the logic. I will call the functions. So here we have calling the functions, and it's showing your task t1 is done. Now whenever we are passing t2, so we need to handle the error. So here we have to handle the error. So here we have a concept of try and catch block. So here you can pass the execution part in the try block, and if you are getting any error, so you need to pass the logic for the error. So here we are getting the code compilation related kind of things, and if you are getting the error, so here we can pass the error. So here we'll write console.log, and here we can pass the error. And then yes, so we can only work with the task one, and here if I'll pass the task one, and then I will save. So your task t1 is done. So this is how we can implement async await in JavaScript. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.